What's up, Meta Nerds? This video is all about the YV-260 light freighter, used during the time of the Republic and into the Imperial era. This ship was related to the YV-929 armed freighter and the YV-666 used by the bounty hunter Bosk. Its cost is unknown, but we can assume it would be somewhere between 150,000 credits and 250,000 credits based on the prices of other YV model ships. This YV-260 had less firepower and defensive measures than the YV-929, but it had a better hyperdrive than the YV-100 while having similar offensive capabilities. This price point would make it twice the cost of its CEC cousin, the YT-1300, and more than 3 times the cost of a TIE fighter. At a length of 41.5 meters, or 136 feet, it was about 3 Wookiees longer than the Falcon, or more than the length of 3 X-Wings. Being 15 meters or 49 feet across, it was 1.5 times the width of an X-Wing, or a little more than half the width of the Falcon. At 5 meters or 16 feet tall, it was about half the height of an AT-ST, and a trio of Jawas shorter than a TIE fighter. Its top atmospheric speed is unknown, but it was likely around 900 km per hour or 559 miles per hour, making it faster than the TIE bomber, but slower than a TIE fighter. Though that is an average speed for a starfighter, its Class 1 hyperdrive is among the fastest in the galaxy, being beat only by specialty ships that were used by bounty hunters, or the exceptional Nubian ships that were popular on Naboo. Though not as much firepower as some YV models, it has an impressive armament with 2 blaster cannons, a twin ion cannon turret, and a tractor beam projector. This is a great combination of albeit small and simple tools, but which allowed this freighter to take out some threats, disable others, and move any hazardous debris, while also moving its normal cargo loads. You could run this whole ship with just a crew of 2, while also being able to transport 28 passengers. This is in addition to its 40-ton capacity, enough weight to haul around 50 dewbacks. It could be upgraded with even more powerful weapons, having plenty of internal volume to support larger Tabanagas reserves, or perhaps even some bomb chutes. If you watched our video on the 929, you know that the Empire suspected CEC was perfectly fine with confidentially supplying the rebellion with its heavily armored freighters, claiming that they were just protecting freighters from pirates. Ironically, pirates thought that these ships would be great for, well, pirating. The YV-260 ended up in the hands of many pirate organizations during the final years of the Clone Wars, and throughout the time of the Empire, but the most notorious of all was named the Vengeance. This was the flagship of the Bomu Clan, an enormous gang of Rodian pirates who terrorized the corporate sector with their fleets of YV-260s that were upgraded to the teeth with extra weapons and protected by heavier shields. How many of these survived on after into the New Republic era is still unknown, but it is interesting to see how many CEC creations helped to power the rebels and pirates by using the same fear of rebels and pirates to keep that loophole open that allowed them to sell these vehicles in the first place. So that's it for the YV-260, and the only cool behind the scenes fact is that there's a ship that is incredibly similar to this, often being confused for this ship even in some source books, a vessel known as the Eddy Light Cruiser. And both of these were introduced in the Tempest Feud Star Wars role-playing game back in 2002. If you want to connect with us, help support this channel, or get your own copies of the reference materials used to make this video, be sure to check out the links in the description. Special shout out to our supporters over on Patreon, but most important of all, remember, never underestimate the power of loopholes, and the Force will be with you, always.